and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with Mix It Up Monday, a monthly hop that we do where we take a sketch and mix it up, and also scrap timber, and today's prompt is horizontal. Here is the sketch for Mix It Up Monday, and it was created by the lovely Brandi Jo, and lots of hexagons. And today, like I said, the prompt for scrap timber is horizontal. So I am going to make this work for me. And then I'm going to document this picture of my girl group and a big accomplishment. I'm using the Echo Park Be Happy collection that I purchased just to document pictures of my bestie who doesn't like pink, and we call her B, and it's perfection. I have this lovely stencil that I got from Temu that I'm going to use because there's lots of hexagons, so I also have my die cuts. I'm going to use some different kinds of mixed media, a couple inks, a texture grit paste, and some splatters. And then I'm going to try and use up as many embellishments and or goodies on this layout because I'm getting down to like maybe 4 pieces of paper. So I've got my papers, got my stickers and embellishments, my mixed media and dies. I have my picture, my prompt for this scrap timber day, and this awesome sketch. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, I'm going to put this stencil down, and the stencil is a vertical stencil because it's got flowers on it, and the flowers have stems, and the stems are coming from the side right now. So I have taped off the part where the flowers are because I don't really want the stem parts. And I'm going to start with some Distress Oxide black soot and just kind of push it around in different places where it's not taped off, because that's the florals and stuff. Then I take the yellow, which is wild honey, push it through where the bee is as well as the flowers, and a lot of where those flowers are there right in the middle, that's going to be covered by the hexagons. So I get a little bit of yellow everywhere in different places, as well as the black soot, or the wild honey and the black soot. And then I'm going to take the stencil off and maneuver it. Because the prompt was horizontal, I wanted to do my mixed media horizontally. There are going to be some embellishments kind of in a vertical pattern, or a diagonal pattern, I mean. But for the most part, all of my mixed media is going to go straight across from left to right. So where those flowers are right there is pretty much going to be covered. I took my stencil, turned it correctly, covered up the places I don't want ink to go, and then I push the wild honey through the flowers and the stems and everything, so that's all you're getting is that yellow. I am going to bring a little black back in, the black soot, and then once that's done, I'm going to bring in my Ranger Distress Grit Paste. It's by Tim Holtz, translucent, and put that through. It's just giving some texture, and because I'm moving it through the black soot as well as the wild honey, it is giving a little bit of that black is coming into the texture, and I am perfectly fine with that. It gives it a little extra something something. And while you can't see it really well, I mean, you can see the stenciling, you can't see the grit paste really well until you get closer or in person. You'll see that when I do the close-up at the end. So I get my die cuts out and my lovely Big Shot and cut 7 not octagons, hexagons. Because that's how many she has on her sketch. So I probably should have gone a step down in size because it takes up a lot of space. And, you know me, I don't typically measure. I just kind of wing it, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do the biggest two. And I really gauged it on the scraps I had and how big, my yellow scraps are. Those yellow pieces, I wanted to see how big they could be, and I just picked whatever the biggest size was. So I probably should have measured. It's fine. I love the way this turns out. So in the end, all is well. So I put my strips down. The one is like a text print, and it is from American Crafts. Then I use a little bit of some map paper. It is also American Crafts, just something I pulled out of my stash. And then that yellow and white stripe is from this collection. So I put those down up there, and then I'm ready to start building my hexagons. So what you can see now is the fact that it is taking up a lot of space. I want to cover the flowers in the middle because obviously where everything's joined there, things are a little bit wonky. But I wish I had made the hexagons a smidge smaller, but it's fine. Like I said, in the end, I love it, and all is well. So I consider only putting these hexagons down and leaving, because it's almost like I frame those flowers there. But it just doesn't look right. I feel like it definitely needs that extra hexagon. And I want the flowers or the picture to come down further like this and not have to be all the way up to block where that hexagon is missing. And so I'm okay with it. Yes, it covers a lot of the texture page. Not a lot, like half. But there's still like 2 or 3 flowers sticking out of the side up there at the top corner and the right where you can see the flowers and the texture paste is there. So it's fine. Everything's fine. So then I just start using my embellishments. I pulled like 4 or 5 different embellishments and then like, I don't know, 6 or 7 stickers. And I get all of those on here. I love that. I've only got about 4 pieces of paper left in this collection. So I got to try and use some things up. Not that, you know, the colors don't pretty much work with most anything. A lot of it's just black and yellow. And white. So, but I put some things on here that say happy, the little wordy bit that I'm about to put down up at the top, which I do ink around with black, says she works hard for the honey. One of my girl besties in the middle has just gotten, well, this past summer, passed a big test that she's been like stressing out over to just better herself in her career. And so we were celebrating her passing her test. I almost titled this I Passed, because she just kept yelling it the whole evening that we were together, which I would totally do too, because like it's a huge deal. But I decided the Be Awesome was pretty darn fitting. And then just added like the splatters and stuff. The splatters I use are Dyan Reaveley's Black Marble shimmer spray. So I got all the different things on here. I love the way that this turned out. It makes me very happy. I've done my mixed media in a horizontal from right left to right or right to left or whatever. So I feel like I took care of the prompt for scrap timber. And Brandi Jo's sketch is fantastic. I love the sketch. I'm going to hold on to it because I want to use it again for some other things. Maybe make my hexagons a little smaller and maybe even use a smaller picture. And maybe use it for my bestie again, since, like I said, she loves this collection because there's not a stitch of pink in it. So here are the close-ups. I love the little bee sticking out over there. Super cute. And all the other good things. So I hope you'll go check out everybody who is hopping along with Mix It Up Monday. That will be listed below. Scrap Timber, you can check out the playlist, or you can look at hashtag Scrap Timber 2024. The Scrappy Sisters are running the show with that. And I hope that you'll come back and see me again really soon. Hope you have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.